Hey. Hello, I have an audience of 3. Hi everyone, my name is Chloe and I'm going to talk to you about the dangers of texting while driving. Texting while driving is a serious problem, and while most people know that it's dangerous, people still continue to do it anyway, specifically teenagers. When people are awarded their license for the first time, they normally expect everyone else on the road to obey the law, but as time goes on, people don't always do it, and that's not really fair to the person who's driving who is obeying the law that everyone else isn't, and that person is at risk. And my first reason is that you can't undo death. According to FCC.gov, the majorities of teenagers who do not drive have been in a vehicle with someone who has texted while driving. It said that over 40% of teenagers have experienced this. 11% of the teenagers who are involved in accidents, it was always due to texting. Even though it may not seem like a big percentage, it really is when you consider the fact that there are 7 billion people in the world. When texting while driving, the crash risk is 23 times worse than if you're in the car while not distracted. While there is no actual legal law banning texting while driving, there are state laws that do require people to have hands-free wireless devices. And there's a quote from StopTextStopWrecks.org that says, "Not everyone should text while walking. No one should text while driving." I personally really like that quote. Now, there are prevention methods to stop texting while driving. The very first one, probably the most effective, would be for parents to set good examples. When they are teaching their kids to drive, they should really enforce them to not text while driving, and they should actually be doing it themselves. So that way when the kid's younger and they see the parent, they can hear their phone go off and see the parent does not reach for it, and so that way they won't think it is okay. However, if something is truly important and you just have to respond, there are some things you can do, like having someone else in the car with you and you have them respond for you, or you can wait to get a red light or a stop sign, and the best case scenario is to just go ahead and pull over off to the side. You don't want to put other people's lives in danger. When you're in the car texting while driving, you're already endangering the other people out on the road. It's even worse when you have people in the car with you. No one wants to have the guilt of someone's death on their conscience for the rest of their life. And it's actually proven that texting while driving is actually worse than drunk driving. Although drunk driving is very serious, texting while driving should be taken just as serious as too. Being disoriented while driving is never a safe thing to do. Nowadays, there are commercials that are speaking out against texting while driving. AT&T is one of them. They have commercial, and they have the victim that's like showing like what has happened to them and like what was going on, and they like always like encourage you to like don't text while driving. Even radios nowadays, they're always saying, "Oh, thank you for using us. We're much safer than cell phones." And it's honestly a scary thought knowing that everyone has the power to change someone's life in an instant just from texting while driving. Is it really that important to respond to that text about when you and your friend are going to be hanging out? So you really just don't want to do it. So inconclusively, texting while driving is a serious matter, and it is really common, but you can always prevent it. It's always better to prevent things now than to try to cure things later. Each person has a choice, and we can always choose to do the right thing, so don't text while driving.